What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Gorilla, and welcome everyone to WWE NXT Review, the show from February 6, 2019. They're at Full Sail University. That's right, back at Full Sail University after their NXT Takeover of Phoenix. Pertains the Royal Rumble weekend. Your commentators, as usual, were Mauro Naro, Nigel McGuinness, and Percy Watson. So the show opened up with Johnny Gargano, who is the new NXT North American champion, and then also we got the we got in the ring and all that. The music stops. Also, we get fans chanting Johnny Champion. First, we get Johnny Wrestling. First over the years, we began Johnny Wrestling chants, and then Johnny Takeover chants, and then Johnny Affiliate chants, Johnny Badass chants. Now we got Johnny, and also Johnny halftime chants from if you've seen the halftime heat show. And now we got Johnny Champion chant, and he's he loves the ring of it. Johnny Champion, and he said it feels great being the NXT North American champion. He talks about it's been a long journey, and also he says basically the crowd were chanting "You deserve it" to Johnny Gargano, and then Gargano says "We deserve it," and Johnny Gargano says that Johnny Wrestling is back. Also, Tommaso Ciampa comes out. He talks about the celebration. Just he wants to congratulate Johnny Gargano and just about how Gargano's how he's celebrating this moment. Talking about after we have that takeover, what pertains to basically what pertains to going to the North American Championship, basically following the champ's lead, and saying now that they're champions, they can own the world and NXT, because they're holding on to the singles championships in NXT, and talk about how they were standing tall as champions, and this was their moment as the crowd was chanting for DIY. And then also Gargano says no. He said he never needed Ciampa. All of a sudden the Velveteen Dream comes out. The Velveteen Dream comes out and basically talks about DIY are champions, and that it's not about Johnny Gargano, it's not about Tommaso Ciampa, it's about the Velveteen Dream, because the Velveteen Dream has won the Worlds Collide tournament. Basically, and by the way, their review should be up by now, but because I did review that one, if you haven't seen it yet. The WWE World Collide tournament, basically that the show that they show on the WWE Network. I've seen it, and the winner of that match the winner of that tournament, that world class tournament that features a few guys from NXT UK, NXT, and from 205 Live, will get a title shot of their choosing from either from 205 Live, where it pertains to the Cruiserweight Championship, NXT, where it pertains to the NXT Championship, or where it pertains to NXT UK, where it pertains to WWE United Kingdom Championship. So because the Velveteen Dream won that one, the tournament, he gets to choose to face any champions he wants from either of the the three brands. And he says he gets in front of the face of Ciampa, and he said he don't want Ciampa's title. He wants Gargano's. Basically, he wants Johnny Gargano's North American Championship. I said, Mr. Women, that's not part of the rule of the tournament. If you watch the tournament on the WWE Network, WWE Worlds Collide tournament, whoever wins that tournament can either face the NXT champion from NXT, the NXT UK champion, which is the WWE United Kingdom Championship from the again NXT UK, or you can face the Cruiserweight champion from 205 Live. That's the rules. No rule saying that you could choose any titles that you want to go after from either NXT, NXT UK, or 205 Live, even though for 205 Live there's only one title. And also the same thing where it pertains to singles title, for the men's division. The WWE United Kingdom Championship title is the only title in NXT UK. But the point is, the WWE the WWE Cruiserweight Championship from 205 Live, the WWE United Kingdom Championship from NXT UK, or the NXT Championship from NXT are the only three titles that you could choose from. And for some reason, WWE decided, for the Velveteen Dream, because he won the tournament, he gets to choose Gargano to go to the North American Championship. How the fuck that makes sense? So Gargano's replies by saying, he's done match of the year. He's done another match of the year caliber for Takeover, and he's been in the Rumble. And what the Velveteen Dream has done, and the Velveteen Dream says, you gone for, you basically saying, are you a champion or a jackass? Basically, saying that John Gargano is Johnny Jackass. So basically, he's saying, are you Johnny Champion or Johnny Jackass? And then you got the crowd chanting Johnny Jackass. But basically, the match was made. Yeah, folks, it was made. I still say it didn't make any fucking sense, because the Velveteen Dream is supposed to choose either the WWE United Kingdom Champion from NXT UK, the NXT Champion from NXT, or the Cruiserweight Champion from 205 Live. But instead, he goes after the North American Championship in NXT. I'm sorry, that made no fucking sense. That was stupid. But yeah, I expect NXT to make common sense and to have some continuity, but no, I guess not, because it's WWE at the end of the day. Whatever. It's been done. It is what it is. But whatever. So that was done. That whole segment. You see Drew Gulak, who arrived earlier on that night, on that day, basically. So like, oh wow, Drew Gulak's gonna wrestle on NXT. Cool. I love to see what who's gonna wrestle against. We'll get to that when we get to it. Also, we get the opening match. We get we get Jackson Riker, who's being accompanied by the Forgotten Sons, which is Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake, as Jackson Riker goes up against someone named by Mansoor. Mansoor. I did pronounce it Mansoor. Jackson dominated the match and won. Nothing to say about that. And then he added more insult to injury after the match. So there you go. Nothing to say about that. But he was impressive though. Jackson Riker, he was impressive though. So and intimidating and intense and ruthless and aggressive. So okay, I'm done. Next we get to Kathy Kelly. She's waiting for Ricochet to finish his photo shoot. She could interview him, where it pertains to where Ricochet wants to go after. I think an opportunity for the North American Championship. Also, we get Undisputed Era showing up. Alan Cole, basically, with Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. I didn't see Bobby Fish there, but also basically it was all about Alan Cole saying he deserved an opportunity more than Ricochet and all that. Ricochet overheard that. He comes over and all that, and they decided to go for a match here to see who really deserves to go to the North American Championship. So it was a match made for those two next week. So it's gonna be Alan Cole, baby, versus Ricochet, one and only, and the winner of that match gets to face whoever's gonna be the North American champion between Johnny Gargano and the Velveteen Dream. So I'm gonna go for early prediction right now. I'm gonna go with Alan Cole to win next week, and where it pertains to Johnny Gargano defending his title against Velveteen Dream, I'm gonna go with Johnny Gargano to go over. Because he just won the belt, so I don't see him losing that belt anyway. So, and on top of that, I prefer Johnny Gargano more than the Velveteen Dream. But that's just me. So there you go. All right, now let's get to Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak is they have him on NXT to face someone, and they brought this guy out by the name of Eric Bugenhagen. Bugenhagen. Um, Bugenhagen. I did have to say his last name. I don't know. And as I see him, he's doing the air guitar. He's doing the piano, air piano. He's doing the air drums. And he's screaming like he's Steve Tyler. And they compare him as Steve Tyler and Freddie Mercury. And I think they said Rod Stewart, something like that. I think they said Rod Stewart. I may misheard them, but I heard Steve Tyler. And because the way he screamed, Steve Tyler always screams, when he goes to the high note, basically Steve Tyler from Aerosmith, and Freddie Mercury, the late great Freddie Mercury, excuse me, sorry, the late great Freddie Mercury, and Joey Mercury is still alive, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. But yeah, Freddie Mercury from Queen. Basically that's the comparison they given to this guy named Eric Bugenhagen. So, anyways, and by the way, I think I meant to say Steven Tyler. Excuse me, folks. I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking about Steve, but yeah, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. I meant to say. Excuse me. But yeah, so this match goes on, and Drew Gulak was he won the match, by the way. It was a quick match, by the way, about what 2 to 3 minutes maybe. And they did show Eric Bugenhagen, whatever how you say his last name. He was doing the abdominal stretch to Drew Gulak, and he was doing the guitar to him, and then Drew Gulak got the better of him. Basically, this guy, there wasn't much to say about him other than people do love him. They did give him a reaction. And whenever someone gets a reaction, they want you'll be seeing more. You'll be seeing more of him, or she. But in this case, it's him. It's he. So he got a reaction from the crowds because he's got a personality there. He's got a character. But the thing is, can he wrestle? I don't know yet, but I'm assuming we're gonna see more of him. But I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, is this what they got for? Is this what all they got for Drew Gulak? So sure enough, he got on the microphone, right? And Drew Gulak talks about he wrestled around the world, and he comes from 205 Live, and he's here on NXT. And then he said, this is his word. And he said, what do they give him? They give him this guy to work with, but who he prefers him as Ben Stiller. And I say to myself, yeah, you know what? You're right. He is like Ben Stiller from from Dodgeball. If you remember that movie, funny ass movie, by the way. When Ben Stiller has a mustache and all that. He's he's trying. Yeah, he's got that voice like sound like he's trying to be a wrestler or whatever. It's funny, but if anyone hasn't seen that movie Dodgeball, with Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn, very nice movie. Check it out. And you'll see what Drew Gulak meant when he called this guy Eric Bugenhagen, or again, how he says his last name, as Ben Stiller. But he didn't actually say it from the movie, but from the movie on Dodgeball, but I know what he meant when he said Ben Stiller. I like, okay, I get, yes, he does actually. And then he said, and also he wants to challenge anyone in the back, to give him basically wants a real competition, right? All of a sudden the music hits, bro, and it was Matt Riddle, and like, oh shit. And then Matt Riddle comes out, and he says, bro, he says something about NXT sets the bar, and he says either you get out or tap out of here or whatever, something like that. And then Drew Gulak's like, why don't you make me whatever, something like that, right? All of a sudden, Matt Riddle takes his flip flops and throws him into the crowd. Basically, the way he does it too, by the way. He jumps up and then kicks him off. Also, okay, so we're getting this match. Okay, cool. Let's get it. The match happened. Great match, folks. Wow. I was blown away from this match. I was like, this is a match that we should have gotten instead of having Drew Gulak wasting his time against Bugenhagen, whatever how you say his last name. So yeah, but in the end, Matt Riddle ends up winning the match. And after the match, Drew Gulak showed some sportsmanship and extended his hand for a handshake to Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle shook his hand, and it was some sportsmanship there by Drew Gulak, who's a heel. Like, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that, but I was like, cool. And there you go, that was the match. Then we get to the 3 of the 4 horsewomen of MMA warming up for the match against Bianca Belair, teamed up with the Sky Pirates, which is Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. So sure, we get to this main event match, and basically a 6-woman tag team match. Again, you got the you get the Sky Pirates, Io Shirai and Kairi Sane teamed up with Bianca Belair versus the 3 horsewomen of MMA, which is Shayna Baszler, Jessica Mendouk, and Maria Shafir. And in the match, I should say this: Bianca Belair worked very well with the Sky Pirates in the match. Shayna Baszler, she's always pretty good in the ring. Jessica Mendouk, she was decent. Maria Shafir, not so much. It was so bad to see her wrestle, where the crowds were chanting to Maria Shafir that she can't wrestle. Yeah, it's not going so well for Maria Shafir, especially with her the way she got hurt too, which is why she's doing the face protection thing, that the face mask protection. So Bianca Belair trying to get the win over Shayna Baszler at one point, but then momentum was stopped from there from one of the 4 horsewomen. Also, Io Shirai gets a tag. Basically, at one point, Bianca Belair tagged herself in because she wanted to get the win over Shayna Baszler to get the opportunity again against Shayna Baszler for the title. But then Io Shirai tags herself in, taking out Bianca Belair out of the match. So Io Shirai goes for a moonsault onto Shayna Baszler and gets the 3 count in the win. Yeah, so Io Shirai picks the win over Shayna Baszler, which means Io Shirai should be the one in line for the opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler. And Bianca Belair, with the look of her face, she did not look happy with that one, by the way, because Io Shirai is doing this. She wants a title shot against the NXT Women's Champion because she pinned her in the Swiss Women's Tag Team match, and is how you get opportunities to win to go out at the championship, not by go up against a champion in a non-title match and beat the champion, and say, oh, I beat the champion, so I should get a title shot of the champion for the next time I face you. That's how it's done right. Even New Japan Pro Wrestling has done that so many times, where if you beat the champion in a tag team match or in a tournament that has nothing to do with the title being on the line, then you're in line to be to face the champion in the near future and challenge the champion. That's how it's done. Not by if you beat the champion, you get a title shot against the champion this time in the championship match. So I'm glad it was done right on NXT here. But for how long, basically? I'm just saying. But anyways, yeah, there you go. That was the match. The main event match. 12 more wrestling for NXT from February 6, 2019. Four matches, especially the squash match that Drew Gulak had against Eric Bugenhagen. Again, I'll try to pronounce his last name because we're going to be seeing more of him anyway. So, because he got a big reaction from the crowd. So, because the crowds like him, and when the crowd likes someone, or hates him, when it comes to giving a heel reaction. But in Eric's case, he got a big babyface reaction, so we'll be seeing more of him. So we'll see. I'll try to pronounce his last name, and then I'll get it right this time. The next time I come up here, for my NXT review. But anyways, but there are 4 matches though. So my overall strength for the show, I'm gonna go 8.5 out of 10. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. It's the Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets.